see if my stream stay on. This shit been acting up. Look like it's gonna work. So, what's going down? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Quick little live, real quick. You know what I'm saying? Snax on Sportz. I'm back with another one. And yeah, we're gonna talk about this Jeff Saturday, this Indianapolis Colts. You know what I'm saying? Jim Irsay, the owner. So last week, Frank Reich, head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, was let go, relieved of his head coaching duties. Frank Reich also, he played in the NFL too. He was a quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so. And so, yeah, you know, Frank Reich was brought on last year, I believe. So this was either his second or third year, I forget. But last year he had Carson Wentz. They actually played, you know, pretty good throughout the season. And just, you know, Carson Wentz, you know, at the end of the year and those final two games, especially that final game, he just choked it away. And they ended up, after basically securing a playoff spot in the final 2 weeks, they hadn't secured it, but it was basically theirs. All they had to do was beat a whack-ass team, and they had the game. And Carson Wentz, who now is the quarterback of the Washington Commanders, he choked it away. And so that caused for the Indianapolis Colts to miss the playoffs last year. They brought in Matt Ryan this year, and he, you know, from all accounts, he just, you know, he's an older player now. He's an older quarterback, and, you know, former MVP quarterback, and he can, just like any older player, you know what I'm saying, you can muster it up, you know what I mean, something like that. But he just can't do it week to week, game to game like that, every game no more. So Frank Reich went on ahead and went with, you know, that young buck. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a rookie or a second-year player. I don't even know the nigga name. But, you know, he made a quarterback change. And, you know, and they ended up losing the game or whatever. And, you know, Jim Irsay, you know, the owner of the Colts, he let go Frank Reich over this past week. I don't think it's because of they lost that one game. I just think, you know, he probably felt that it was time to go in a different direction. Now, Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts, is known to be, I don't want to say known to be, but they say, you know, he's kind of like kooky, you know, a little bit goofy or whatever. Just, you know, so, and he, you know, even in this press conference, you know what I mean, the way he talked, the way he sounded, you know, he kind of like, when I hear him talk, he every time I hear him talk, he sound like he drunk and shit. You know what I'm saying? And so say hires Jeff Saturday, former offensive lineman, great player for the Indianapolis Colts during that Peyton Manning era. He was the center. He was the center of for the Indianapolis Colts during the Peyton Manning era, and he was a great one at that. As the interim head coach. For those that don't know, interim means basically he's just a fill-in. He's acting as the head coach right now, but he's not the permanent head coach. He's just a fill-in for the remainder of the season, since the since the real head coach was just fired, right? So now, Jeff Saturday has been on ESPN for the past few years, you know what I mean, being an analyst. Doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to debate on whether I want to get me some McDonald's breakfast or some tacos and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hold on real quick, y'all. Hello?
Hello, are you using the mobile app today?
No, ma'am.
What can I get for you?
Just number 2 with a small coffee, 2 creams, 7 sugars. That's all. These motherfuckers right here, they do not be happy to work at McDonald's, dog. Motherfuckers don't even, what do you want? Yeah, let me, next window. Bitch, how much is the shit? You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gonna tell me how much it is? I mean, damn. I mean, these motherfuckers gonna be liking their job. But anyway, Jim, so Jeff, and this is kind of the reason why I said the kooky thing is because this was a now I will say this, it's a surprising hire, okay, because Jeff Saturday been sitting on ESPN for the past couple of years, just talking shit about the game, about the NFL, and just just doing what they do on ESPN. He's an analyst, and so you would have maybe thought that usually what happens is when a coach gets fired, unless there's somebody else that they want to immediately hire, usually one of the other coaches that's already on the team, like an assistant coach, will be elevated to the interim head coach. So it is a little bit surprising that he went outside of his own organization, to bring in an interim head coach. How you doing? Uh-huh. What's that? Yeah. Yep. No, thank you. All right, thanks. You too. Yeah, so it is a bit surprising that he would choose to hire someone outside of the organization. Like I said, even though Jeff Saturday is a Colts great, he played a decade or more with the Indianapolis Colts. He's probably a Hall of Famer, I believe. And so thank you. Yeah, he's probably a Hall of Famer. And so he did play for the Colts. So he obviously has a relationship with Jim Irsay. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it is a bit surprising, but this is really the whole point of this live right here. And that is, bro, Jim Irsay is the owner. He can hire whoever the fuck he want to hire to be the coach of his fucking team. And shit. Like, that's the thing that's funny to me. Okay? And that's, for me, it's the whole reason why I'm doing this live. Is because, for me, I'm looking at it like this. What the fuck do it matter, bro? It's his team. That's who we want to hire, right? Now, if y'all look in the description of this video, you know, it says, I mentioned about how, you know, Jeff Saturday was hired in the fake woke American sports media. Seem like they got a problem with it. And so what I mean by that is, here we go again. Here we go again with this, oh, they're not hiring black coaches and all this bullshit. It's fake, bro. It's fake woke 2022 bullshit. Okay? If I'm I don't give a fuck about the color or the race or ethnicity of a of a coach when I want to hire him, bro. Like they say, oh well, they you throw out the Rooney Rule, and first of all, bro, he hasn't been hired as the full-time head coach, my nigga. Gotta give him thanks. He wasn't hired as the full-time head coach. He's an interim head coach. Okay? He doesn't have the job permanently. Okay? So, if he doesn't do a good job, most likely, he will not be hired full-time going forward. Okay? And so, the Rooney Rule, which is put in place to make sure that at least one minority or colored person gets an interview when a head coaching job comes open. Like, bro, for me, I understand. I'm a black man, okay? So I understand the whole notion of us wanting, wanting that, of certain people feeling like, we need to have more opportunities as head coaches in the league when, 70% of the league of the players are black anyway, you know what I mean? And there's not a lot of black head coaches in the NFL. My thing is, so what? Who gives a fuck? I'm saying this, bro. When I'm watching football, I'm not sitting up there saying, man, I ain't watching this shit, man, because ain't no black head coaches coaching. Fuck that shit, man. I'm watching football for the game, for the experience of just being a football fan and watching the game. And when it's my team, I want to see my team do well and win. That's why I watch the fucking game. Not for the fucking head coach and what color he is. Right? And furthermore, my stance on it is this. I come from this perspective. I wouldn't want, if I own some shit, okay, and it's mine, I paid for it, or it's mine. In this case, Jim Irsay, he didn't have to pay for the team. It was handed down to him from his father. Okay? Whatever. I own the team. I'll be damned if I let some other motherfucker tell me how to run my fucking business. Some shit that I own. Some shit that's mine. So that's my stance on it, bro, as far as all the fake outrage and yeah, man, this just goes to show, that they say ain't no black coach you're gonna be able to, because they say, what they say is, for black head coaches, they always got to go through all these hoops and loops and
all this extensive shit just to be considered for the damn job. They gotta have all this experience and all this, you know what I mean? To where Jeff Saturday, he has no coaching experience on no level. Okay? But what they fail to realize is he was a former NFL player and a very good one. He knows the fucking game of football. So when I hear somebody say, oh, he has no head coaching experience or no coaching experience, bro, the nigga played like 15 years in the league, bro. So what you telling me when you say some dumb shit like that, American sports media, what you telling me is that it's okay for a head coach that ain't never stepped 1 foot on the NFL football field, okay, i.e. Bill Belichick, okay, i.e. Sean McVay. Now, I know he played in college, you know, Kyle Shanahan played in college, you know, Mike Tomlin. My point, he didn't play in the NFL, but he played, you know, in college or whatever. My point being, NFL football, it's okay for a coach that never stepped on the football field to be a head coach in the league, but he don't have no experience playing on the NFL field. He never played in the NFL. It's okay for him to be a head coach, but it's not okay for somebody that actually played 10 plus years in the NFL but has never coached. It's not cool for him. Like, do y'all see how stupid that sounds? How you have one without the other? This man played in the league, bro. Just because he ain't been a head coach before, don't mean he don't know shit about the game and he can't teach it or be a good head coach. You know what I'm saying? So I understand the notion of, okay, he just came off the streets, no experience, and a lot of and black coaches don't get that type of opportunity. I understand that. I'm not saying that that's false, because I agree with it. My thing is, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a damn. Like, if I'm running a business, I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm going to hire who I feel like is best for the job. I'm not going to sit up there and be like, well, I want to hire this nigga over here, but he white. So I'm going to go hire this nigga over here because he black, because I want to make it look like I'm all about diversity. No. If the white motherfucker, if I think the white motherfucker is going to be a better head coach for my team, that's what I'm going to hire. If I think the black motherfucker is going to be better for my team, that's what I'm going to hire. If he's Samoan, if he's Tongan, if he's Mexican, if he's Chinese, if he's Jewish or whatever. I don't even think Jewish is a fucking ethnicity, but I'm just still, whatever the fuck. If he's Filipino, I don't give a damn what the fuck he is. Can he get the job done? So that'd be my whole thing. But sports is supposed to be about getting away from all of that shit. And all they do up on ESPN and all these motherfucking white corporate Jewish networks is bringing all this soap opera, soapbox drama bullshit. And we talking about all that shit over talking about what's actually going on in the damn game. That's the shit that get me. You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I have no problem with Jeff Saturday being hired as the interim head coach. I would have had no problem if Jim Irsay would have chose to make somebody a coach that's already in the franchise on the coaching staff a head coach. And if he was black, like that, like a lot of people are saying Reggie Wayne. because he's an assistant coach on the coaching staff, and he's already there, and he's black, and he's an all-time great player too, wide receiver for the Indianapolis Colts. If they would have made Reggie Wayne the interim head coach, I would include with that too. It's this man's team. He can hire who the fuck he want to hire, bro. Stop always making this shit and everything about race and color. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't about that shit, bro. So who gives a fuck? If Jeff Saturday don't have no coaching experience, if he's a white man, if he, whatever, it don't fucking matter, bro. So that's pretty much my stance on it, bro. And like I said, I feel like it's this fake, woke era that we in that's making it to where, you know, like, motherfuckers just always got to have a reason to be upset about something. Motherfuckers just got to be mad and upset about some shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the sad part about it, man. That's the sad part about it. You know?
You need to get all of your numbers. Oh, shit.
You know? So, I can't be mad at that, bro. I can't be mad at that. What am I be mad at that for? It's his team. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. You know? So, that's pretty much all I got to say on it, man. Make sure I ain't got nothing else to say on it before I end this live. You know? Just had to give me a little breakfast, man, while I start my work day. You know? And, but yeah, I just wanted to speak on that, man, because I've been seeing that going around. You know, ESPN. Now, I'll say this. Yesterday on ESPN, you can see and you can tell that on First Take yesterday, they didn't go in as hard on this situation as they would have if it was another white man. Why? Because Jeff Saturday is an ESPN employee or a former ESPN employee. I'm sure if he don't get hired full time permanently with the Indianapolis Colts, he'll be able to go back to ESPN. So right now he's no longer on ESPN because he's the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, but he'll be able to get his job back at ESPN if it don't work out. But because he was working at ESPN and they like him. Like Kwame Brown say, it's all about who we like. Because they like him, they still talked about it and said, oh, said all that shit, and black men don't get a chance like this and all this other shit. But they were very kind and nice in their words and how they said it. Keyshawn Johnson and Stephen A. Smith, and because they like Jeff Saturday, because he works there, and they've grown to know him. But had it been, just somebody that wasn't working at ESPN and another former player, that was just sitting on this couch somewhere, and Jim Irsay hired him, they would have had a field day. They still had a field day, but they would have been more vigorous and more more vulgar with their take. You know what I'm saying? Rather than say, yeah, black men don't get this shot like Jeff Saturday, but we hope he does well, and you know what I'm saying, because we that type of shit. Oh, that was funny to see. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact, let that have been like, for example, when Steve Nash got hired by the Brooklyn Nets, and everybody got to talking about how, it's not Steve Nash, but it's because how he get to not have no coaching experience, how he get to have no coaching experience and get a job like that, coaching KD and Kyrie, a team that's supposed to be a championship contender. There's a guy by the name of Steve Kerr. Same fucking scenario. He had no coaching experience. None. Absolutely none. He got hired by the Golden State Warriors and won a fucking championship in his first year. So that's, and I'm but he a white man though. He a white man. But no, Stephen A. was saying this don't happen. Now, if we want to go to blacks, let's go to Derek Fisher. Fresh out of motherfucking retirement. The very next year was the coach of the New York Knicks. Now, they didn't do well, but that's a black man that got hired. He was playing the previous year. No coaching experience. He went from playing to coaching. Okay? Who else was I just thinking about that slipped my mind? What the fuck was I just thinking about? I forgot, man. But I'm just saying, it happens. No. But yeah, Derek Fisher, Steve Kerr. And I know Steve Kerr's a white man, so that kind of, but he had no coaching experience. They gave him the job. Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is another one. Jason Kidd didn't have no fucking coaching experience before he became a head coach. That's a black man. Okay? And he even had like some domestic violence shit in his past. You know what I'm saying? They gave him a job. So I'm saying it's precedent. It's not like, it doesn't matter, bro. These owners is not gonna be, you not gonna tell a billionaire fucking owner of a professional sports franchise who the fuck to hire. It's just not gonna happen. And you shouldn't be allowed to. Like, I own the team. I worked my way to whatever to get to this point to own this team. You're not gonna tell me how to run my fucking team. Or in Jim Irsay's case, this franchise was a hand-me-down. Either way, I was born to a man that was wealthy and owned a professional sports team. I'm his son. So I get the team once my daddy died. And that's just what it is. However I became owner of the team, bro, I'm owner. And I run the show. So, and like I said, that's really just my whole stance on it, bro. You know, all the fake outrage and all that shit, man, that's just goofy. The main thing is I'm standing on the fact that if I own some shit and it's mine, nobody else gonna tell me. You can give me suggestions, you can give me opinions and you know, advice or whatever. It's up to me whether I want to take that advice. You know what I'm saying? I'm the one that got to make the ultimate decision over hiring and firing and all that type of shit. So, like I said, this is just another case of the fake, woke American sports media trying to pump this colorism, racism narrative on niggas. You know what I'm saying? And get niggas to fall for the okie doke. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for the okie doke, bro. You know what I mean? I see right through it. Jeff Saturday, congrats to you. You know what I'm saying? For becoming the for you know, being named the head coach, albeit interim. Only thing that is permanent and guaranteed is the remainder of the season. But still, you know what I mean? Even Jeff Saturday in the press conference said, hey, I'm gonna give him a shot. I'm surprised that you know what I mean, the nigga giving me the job. But hey, he giving it to me, I'm going motherfucking take it. And Jim Irsay, the owner, said in his press conference that, you know, because they was trying to talk about how the fact that he don't got experience and stuff like that. Jim Irsay said, shit, I'm glad he ain't got no damn experience. I'm happy. He don't know all of the, because, you know, sometimes when you hire a head coach that, you know, that you come, you know all of the ins and outs of everything about head coaching and all that shit. You come in with all this baggage and all of this shit, all of this, like, you know, how am I trying to say it? Like, you come in with all this baggage and all this experience of being a head coach, and sometimes that can, it's good to have experience, but sometimes not. So it's not that having experience is a bad thing, but sometimes not having it, what Jim Irsay was saying, sometimes not having experience and not necessarily knowing what you finna get yourself into can I guess can somewhat be helpful, you know what I mean? Because you kind of naive to what you kind of stepping into, you know, per se, kind of. So, you know, his thing was like, man, I'm glad he ain't got no experience. Because he ain't coming in with no preconceived notions or thoughts about this or that, or, you know what I mean? It's like, basically, it's new. It's fresh. You know what I mean? It's you know, so he just, you know, he chose somebody that hasn't been beat down by the everyday, you know, duties of, you know, being a head coach in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a problem with that. If it don't work out, it don't work out. That's on him. But it's his team. He can do what the fuck he want to do. He can hire whoever the fuck he want to hire. So what the fuck is it to y'all? You know what I'm saying? Why is it about color? Y'all want every head coach to be black? Why? Why? It don't fucking matter, bro. It doesn't matter what fucking color somebody is, bro. Stop making this shit about race all the fucking time, man. This shit's fucking sad and pathetic. And you niggas is pieces of shit for doing that shit all the time, man. It don't make no damn sense to make every fucking thing about race and about and like Jason Whitlock say, being making yourself a victim, victimizing yourself. Oh, I'm a black man, and there's no black head coaches in the NFL. You know, like, bro, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. You know, you niggas can bitch and moan and complain and scream and yell all y'all want about this fucking ain't no black head coaches in the NFL. That's not gonna make the owners. That's not like, bro. That's not gonna do anything, bro. It ain't gonna make the owners be like, oh, well, these niggas complain about this shit, man. We better hire us a nigga. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that, bro. And it shouldn't work like that. You know what I mean? Hire who the fuck you want to hire, owners. I know most of y'all are some racist pieces of shit. You know what I mean? But so fucking what? It don't affect me. It don't affect me at all. Hire who the hell you want to come. Hire the best person for the job. Not the best nigga for the job. The best person. If it happens to be a nigga, cool. If it happens to be a wigger or a white man, that's cool too, bro. Just watch football, bruh, and just sit back, shut the fuck up, and just don't give a fuck about that shit. You ain't got to pay nobody. You ain't losing no money over it. Okay? I mean, so what does it matter to you, people out there complaining about it in American sports media? What does it matter? So that's it, man. You know, like I said, this man hire whoever the hell you want to hire. I'm not mad at Jeff Saturday. You know, I'm not mad at Jim Irsay. You know, it just is what it is, man. So, you know, that's pretty much my Snax on Sports. I'm gone. I'll be back at y'all with another one in a minute.